Hello. So you may have seen in the last video that I made was three little pigs, and you may be expecting, I don't know, maybe another little pig to be made on this one. But then I remembered it was my mom's birthday, so I thought I'd make her something special because I really have no idea what to get her for her birthday. So a little model. She loves gardening, and she also loves drinking wine. So I thought, let's put the two together. The idea was that she'd be sitting in the garden, doing a bit of gardening, welly boots on, and drinking some wine. I'm detailing the boots here, just putting a bit of a tread on the bottom and a sole around the outside edge. And making the outside of the boot top. And look at that, one welly boot. Well, two welly boots actually. I seem to have missed the first one. Needed a bit more wire for the arms because she's going to be doing something, not too much but enough that's going to need a bit of support in those arms. Creating the summer dress now in parts, so flattening out with the pasta machine, so we've got some nice thin sheets, and then just cutting it willy-nilly until I've got something resembling a dress. Bamboo skewer for the head. Some more foil. To shape out the head a bit. There, perfect. Yeah, this is me trying to find the bowl stylus. putting a little bit of effort into to make the face look like a face, not anyone in particular's face, because as you'll see later on, you can't really see a lot of the face because she's going to be wearing a great big hat. And it's also a nice warm day, and she's going to have her eyes closed a bit as a result of the heat of the day, shall we say. Putting some detail on for the eyelashes and the nose holes. And we are making some accessories to go with it, so things like plant pots and other gardening paraphernalia. I'm really not a keen gardener. I'm not any gardener at all, really. Detailing the top with a ball stylus to make it look more like some soil in there, and a little strip around the outside edge just to finish it off, give it that plant potty appearance. One leaf, and then a whole lot more leaves. I really didn't have a plan for how I was going to make these flowers, so it was all a bit of guesswork, trial and error, and trying to make it look like a flower rather than just another set of leaves. But that's what paint's for. On to the next plant pot, although it's not actually a plant pot. Slightly different texture on this one because it's supposed to be a wine cooler. Hey presto, one wine bottle. I decided that just the clay on its own was not going to be strong enough, so I added a little toothpick in there. Detailing it out for a cork on the top. And finishing off the dress using Cosclay because means it'll stay flexible once it's been in the oven, so it won't crack even though it's quite thin. And adding a few folds into the clothes. Just using a combination of some strips of clay and the tool to shape it out. Four fingers and then add the thumb. Giving it some detail. A few fingernails. A few wrinkles in the hand. Completely forgetting that she was supposed to be wearing gardening gloves, but never mind. This is attempt number 1 at making a wine glass. Trying the Cosclay, thought I'd be clever and wrap it around something, but then couldn't get it off and it just ended up looking a mess. So attempt number 2 was, let's just make it solid. Stick a toothpick in the end and finish it off with a base, and it's good to go. Hand holding the glass and then onto the arm. Isopropyl alcohol to get rid of all my finger marks. And then it's onto the head and hair. As you can see, she's adopting the slumped over in a state of extreme gardening. At the moment, she is looking a little bit like William Shakespeare at the moment. Now here's that big floppy hat that I mentioned. Again, using Cosclay. And this actually came out a whole lot better than I was expecting. And adding the hat band to finish it off, and then getting it nicely in place, only to realise I hadn't really put it on in the right place. Little bow at the end. And giving it a bit of texture by using that IPA again and a piece of leather just to give it a bit of roughed up texture. giving our soil a bit of texture with some aluminium foil, and then going for a grassy texture with this kind of pointy trowely tool. Let's get everything looking about right. Speaking of trowels, here's one I made earlier. And I wanted a sign to just to finish it off. So some nice wood grain texture on this strip of clay, and roughing the edges a little bit as well. Digging some holes to plant things into. And adding some screws or nails or whatever it is. Don't look too close though, because you will see that they don't actually line up with the piece of wood that's behind it. You remember that's supposed to be a wine cooler? I painted it brown. But never mind. Yep. I quite like doing the wood grain kind of effect, because you can really get some nice looking stuff with a selection of techniques. We'll go back to that in a moment. Just checking that it all fits together. I wanted to give the metals a bit of a metallic look with a gunmetal grey, which wasn't particularly great. Again, I wasn't really sure what I was going to do with this dress, but decided to put some little flowers on them. And it worked out quite okay, really. See, the paintbrushes are getting smaller, which means I had to look harder. Bit of dry brushing just around the edges, give it a bit of dimension. I did actually go over with this with 2 coats on that yellow hat, as it was grey and it didn't seem to cover particularly well. Now back to that wood grain. So I'm using a darker kind of stain wash to get in all the nooks and crannies, and then wiping it off a bit to bring out that wood grain. and doing a similar kind of thing with the grass with the dark green. I think this is me just touching up all the bits where I went wrong. Bit of a makeup job on the eyes. And some muddy boots. Look, actually planning to make sure I didn't go wrong or miss a letter out. Liquid chalk marker. Nice purple band on the hat, which was a real pain because it really shows up against the yellow. I kept going wrong. So, you know, that's what touching up's for. So, yellow over that purple where I'd gone over. And a bit of dry brushing on the purple band as well with some lighter purple. And some dry brushing with a paler green on the grass. I didn't trust the glue alone to hold it in place, so we're using a few skewers. Just enough to give the glue something to stick to. And she's done. Anyway, if you got this far, thanks for watching. I will be doing more, including finishing off the Three Little Pigs series. So, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.